Hi, I'm Monique Halm of Equilibrium Career and Life Coaching, where we help lawyers uncover, pursue, and live their passions. I'm here with another episode of Lawyer Turns. Today it's Lawyer Turns Business Development Strategist, and I'm here with Marianne Merritt Talbot of ESQ Consulting Services. Marianne's joining us from New York, and I'm in Los Angeles, so we're doing this interview via Skype, and that's going to start right now.
Hey, Miss Monique.
Hi. Welcome. So,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So I'm with, this is an episode of Lawyer Turns, and we have Lawyer Turns Marketing and Legal Consultant. Is that how what is your official title?
Yes, I call myself a business development strategist. I work with lawyers on developing their business and their business skills. Okay. Something we didn't learn how to do, most of us in law school, so.
Truly. So tell me a little bit more about what you do.
So what I do is I work with lawyers and law firms and practice groups in designing marketing plans where they can focus on various parts of their career. So there's basically three main areas I think all lawyers have to focus on in order to be successful. One is their professional credentials, obviously being an amazing lawyer, being good at what you do. One is developing like referral pipelines, like developing referral networks, and also developing their legal leadership profile. So speaking and writing and getting involved with the bars of their various jurisdictions, all of that's really important to make sure there's a well-rounded career in there. Because the statistics recently about the legal field where so many lawyers have been fired and even white shoe law firms have been folding, it's really important that lawyers focus on all those areas in order that they can have job security and have, maneuverability in the field.
Okay. So you helped them to do all that, to build some business, get some job security. And
I love it.
What was your path from being a practicing attorney into now owning your own business and doing this legal marketing development work?
Well, I was a litigator for 14 years. So I did complex commercial litigation in Washington, D.C. and New York. And after 14 years, I was pretty much done with it. The stress and I had great, amazing cases, but I was done. So I really am passionate about working with lawyers because I really understand how lawyers think and the stresses and the pressures lawyers have. So I really love and I'm passionate about taking my experience because in addition to being a lawyer, I figured out pretty soon on that in order to have a really amazing career, I needed to do more than just bill hours. So I became an adjunct law professor at the GW Law School and the American University Washington College of Law. I did a little writing and speaking on various areas. So I was at a lot of conferences. I published some various articles. And, it was really fun for me. And I found marketing myself in that way in areas that I was passionate about was very gratifying for me personally, but also professionally. So I like working with my clients in terms of having them focus on those areas because if any lawyers, like the clients you work with, want to transition into something else, they need to think about their resume. And since lawyers work so hard, having them really focus on areas of the law or professional development that they care about and they love, then it makes it less painful. Okay. Adding that onto their billable hours. So, so that's what I love to do. And it's about being creative, which is really fun. And Monique, you're all about creativity and right brain, which I love and I so respect. And so, it's really about having lawyers tap into that as well and using that creativity to fuel and build incredible resumes and professional freedom, which is really key in this particular market.
Great. And so what do you find to be the best parts of your career and also the most challenging aspects of what you do?
The best part is that I love helping people and I'm really passionate about working with lawyers. So, getting to know people and making an impact on them and helping them and having them really own their skills because sometimes lawyers don't really feel they know how to do that much, which is amazing. They're so talented. So having them really own how great they are and thinking about their careers differently, I love. Having them see that more out there if they're unhappy.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge for me is really kind of tied to the job market, is that working with lawyers who I can't guarantee them another job. I can't guarantee we work on their resume, we work on interviewing skills, I do that too. I can't guarantee they're going to be hired to do anything else. So I wish I could control that, and I can't. So I try to bring them up to the best level they can, and then, and then we'll see where it goes. But some people have gotten amazing jobs, and some people are still looking. So that's, for me, is hard.
Yeah. And what advice do you have for somebody who is interested in transitioning like you have?
I really suggest they take out their resume and really think very, very strategically about what's on it, what they need to fill into it. So if they need to do more marketing, they need to do more writing, they need to do more speaking. Like, for example, I would say, okay, well, go to your firm and volunteer to write some articles for your firm newsletter. Go and volunteer to write some articles in an area that they find interesting for a local newspaper. Developing those skills to make them appear and become a legal leader. And really looking at those holes, I really think they need to look at that very carefully, because so many lawyers will sit behind their desk, and we were talking about that today. Billing 16, 18 hours a day, thinking they'll have job security. And that's not the case at all. So it's really making yourself into a leader, meeting people, networking, really connecting with other people. There's a variety of skills that are important, but really having them see what they need to do and fill in those spaces. And you're the specialist in that, which is amazing. And I'm sure you have a million hints for all your clients. But that, I think, is really key.
Well, more specifically, I wanted to ask, how can they be a legal marketing specialist like you?
Oh, like me? Well, it kind of goes back to that. So it's having them engage in marketing, having them understand what it takes to build a successful practice, from speaking to writing to networking. So key. Lawyers have to get out from behind their desks to meet people and have people meet them. Once they understand that and understand what it takes to build a business. So when I talk to my clients, I say, okay, you're a professional and you're a highly trained professional, but you're also a business, and you have to think about yourself as a business. So it would be like Monique Inc., or Robert, Smith Inc. They have to think about themselves as a business and develop those business skills. And, when I went to law school, and I graduated in the early 90s, we had no business development courses. We aren't taught how to do that. So I always recommend my clients read certain books and, really stay on top of business trends, because you're really a business. And simply because we're lawyers and highly trained, professionals doesn't exempt us from that. In fact, it's really hurting a lot of lawyers who don't know how to do that. And they need to kind of build those skills. And it's really fun too, but you just have to take the time.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you talking to us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I love your website, and what you do for your, clients is amazing. So thanks for having me.
Thanks, Marianne.
Thank you.
This is Marianne Talbart, and her website is esqconsultingny.com.
That's it.
It's all one word. So, and I'm going to put the website info down there so you can find her and find out more about what she does.
Well, thanks for all of you out there listening to this conversation, and I wish you all great luck. And call Monique. She's fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Lawyer Turns. If you want to be notified of any future episodes and future videos that we have, please subscribe to the Equilabrium YouTube page. As well, we'd love to hear any comments, critiques, questions that you have, so please comment below. And lastly, if you'd like to get a copy of the free ebook on 5 ways in which to successfully transition into a new career, you can go to the website at www.equilabrium.com and input your information, and you'll receive the free ebook. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.